Hi everybody, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to the government scheme session. Today we are covering National Quantum Mission. It was asked by one of you for me to make a session on because it was said that it's a little bit tricky to understand, so we will understand in a very basic manner. We need not to understand it from scientific perspective. We are going to understand just the things that can be asked in your examination and only in the manner to understand the concept. Okay, I can already see students joining. Good morning Shalini, good morning Pramod, good morning Mini, then we have Gagan, good morning. And apart from that we have Pratul and Sanika, good morning. Hello Deepak. Alright, so let's understand about the scheme, but before that here's an announcement for all the aspirants who are preparing for central regulatory bodies. We have come up with one-stop solution guide to all the queries that you must be having regarding the organization you want to join. For example, if you want to know more about RBI NABARD SEBI, about its functions, roles in India's economy, what is the hierarchical structure that goes on, what will be your role once you join the organization, everything has been covered. Apart from that, all about the recruitment process. So how many phases are there, what is the pattern of each phase, and about the cutoffs, the syllabus and the eligibility criteria, everything has been covered. And at the end we have given some steps that you can follow on your own if you're going for self preparation. That is definitely going to boost up your preparation. Good morning Nitya, good morning Shavik, and good morning Padmini. Okay, so now let's understand about what is this National Quantum Mission and like what is the idea behind it. Okay, first of all, let's just simply understand that what is an atom. Okay, atom is simply, देखो ये basic thing है, we have done till 10th class. ठीक है, so atom, it is the structural unit, the basic unit of life. You can say anything that is made up of, it is made up of atom. Anything in this world, it is made up of atom. ठीक है, so this whole is an atom. Okay, but atom can further be classified into, means atom in itself, it is made up of various subatomic particles. ठीक है, subatomic means इसके अंदर जो आता है. ठीक है, subatomic particles से बना हुआ है. What are these subatomic particles? Electrons, protons and neutrons. ठीक है, whenever there is an atom, and please understand we are understanding the basic structure that we have done till 10th class. Okay, because we have to just have an understanding of the scheme. ठीक है, so in a basic structure of an atom there is a nucleus in between. ठीक है, and then there is a orbit that runs. ठीक है, so there are orbits that run. In the orbit we have electron. Simply you have to understand. ठीक है, don't understand much, just simply understand. In an atom there are electrons that revolve around the nucleus, and nucleus consists of your protons and neutrons as can be seen in the picture. So it's a nucleus. Okay, and around it electron is revolving. So an atom consists of electron. Okay, it consists of neutron and proton. Neutron and proton collectively is known as nucleus. Okay, I hope this is the basic you have understood. Okay, when we say quantum mechanism, what are we doing? So quantum mechanism, first of all you have to understand, it's a branch of physics. In physics we study about our physical environment. That is why the name physics. We are studying about the physical environment. Okay, and why scientists they study about physical environment? To learn about things, right? So that new innovation can happen. You can know the why of many things and you can predict the things in future also, right? So this is why we study physics. All right, now there are different branches and one such branch is quantum mechanism. ठीक है, अब again in a very basic manner, simply just please understand that what is quantum mechanism. It is nothing but it is that branch of science which is studying about the matter that exists here. If we talk about neutron, proton, electron at the atomic or subatomic level, or simply just understand the study which the scientists are doing to understand the behavior of an atom and also the behavior of the subatomic particles that exist, to study about them, to utilize this information and then to build such things. For example, supercomputers can be made, superconductors can be made, semiconductors can be made, right? So simply to understand this structure and behavior at this atomic and subatomic level and to utilize this information in the contribution of science. This is your quantum mechanism simply. So what is quantum mechanism? When you study the behavior at the atomic and subatomic level. Simply when you understand the behavior of matter and energy. Okay, what is matter? Anything that ऑक्यूपाई स्पेस एंड हैव मास इज अ मैटर. ठीक है. सो बिहेवियर क्या है आपका, एटॉमिक एंड सब एटॉमिक लेवल में स्टडी करना है एंड टू यूटिलाइज दिस इंफॉर्मेशन एंड स्पेशली फॉर मेकिंग सुपर कंप्यूटर्स. ठीक है. अब व्हाई दीज कंप्यूटर्स आर बेटर दैन द existing computers that we have. ठीक है. और why this technology that we will gain after studying the quantum mechanism will be far better than what we are currently having. Why? First of all, the speed that you would attain, the speed of doing task by using the quantum mechanism, it is much higher than the conventional way that we are doing. ठीक है. Second is precision. So whatever we think, for example, even if you want to calculate the time, that what is the exact time, there will be more precision when you will be using quantum mechanism in comparison to the current ways that you are using. ठीक है. So this is the another reason why quantum mechanism is important. Third is about security, because if you look at in quantum mechanism, we are working at very atomic level, means very basic level, the unit level we are working. That is why in this way, whatever be the products that we will be making, the innovation that will be happening, or even the communication that will be done under the particular mechanism, that will be more secured. Because if anybody would have to breach the data, or if anybody would have to hack the data, they would have to do at very basic level, right? So that would become difficult, and that is why it will provide more security to the consumer, okay, to the people who would communicate via this facility. And that is why the focus on quantum mechanism government now has done. Okay, I hope you do not have any confusion what is this quantum mechanism all about. Simply understand karte hain. And with now the government who has launched the mission, and now we will do our research in this particular field. So we have become the 7th country who has a now dedicated quantum mission. After these are the name of the countries which already have the existing quantum mechanism mission. Okay, US, Austria, Finland, France, Canada and China, and now we are the 7th one who has entered into this business. Okay, launch last year launch हुई थी 2023 में, and I hope the ministry is not difficult to understand. It is Ministry of Science and Technology, and specifically if you say which department under this ministry will implement this scheme, so that will be a Department of Science and Technology. ठीक है, simply ministry है, implementing अलग से करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Department of Science and Technology is the answer to it. ठीक है. Aim क्या under this scheme? So first of all, to seed. Seed means to initiate, to start, and then to nurture. Once you have started any certain project, and then you learn more about it and scale up our scientific and industrial R&D's, research and development in which field? In quantum technology field, so that we can utilize this information in communication sector, in energy sector, our जो renewable source of energy. Because you have to understand, if you're working at atomic level or subatomic level, there is no pollution that is created. For example, if you're utilizing this energy, you are utilizing atoms or subatoms for energy making, for electricity and everything, there is no pollution that is being created, right? So this is going to help with the renewable source of energy as well. Okay, so here the aim currently under the mission is not to achieve any big targets, but it is very basic that we have to create an ecosystem so that quantum technology can be advanced. Okay, currently it has been launched for 8 years. We will see the progress, and then afterward it will be like seen that what can be done about it, right? So but currently it is still 2030-31 tenure. 8 साल के लिए अभी के लिए फिलहाल. ठीक है. Talking about financial allocation, definitely it would require some money. So what is this? आपका around 6,000 crore on an average, yeah, around up you can say, that has been allocated for this particular mission. Please keep in mind this is the overall budget that we are talking about, right? So when you have entered into a research and development field, definitely there will be some initial aims that you must be having, right? So what are the initial targets? Let's understand them. First of all, under the particular mission, the aim is to develop quantum computers at intermediate scale. Intermediate scale means, like for example, देखो, in if you talk about normal computers, right, there are some computers which can perform the basic functions, then there are some computers which can be used for more productivity, and then there are bigger ones, right? So intermediate scale means, because we have just entered into the system to create some basic quantum computers, but yes, definitely if we will be in the same line in future, we may have some high productivity quantum computers, but currently it's just intermediate scale. ठीक है. अब इसमें when we say intermediate we are talking about what, ठीक है, we are talking about some units as well. अब normal computer की बात करें, currently the computers that are existing, you must have heard the units कौन सी उसमें use होती है, bits use होती है, right? When बहुत सारी bits आ जाती है, then byte बनती है, then megabyte, gigabyte, you must have heard of these terms even if you don't know about it, right? जो आपकी unit है, for example for length we use the term meter, but then it's a more it's lengthier unit, then we say kilometer, राइट. सो क्या मतलब है आपका, ये सब आपकी यूनिट्स होती है जिसमें आप डिफाइन करते हो, यू डिफाइन विद द यूनिट्स. इन नॉर्मल कंप्यूटर वी द बेसिक यूनिट इज बिट्स, देन विच एनहांस विद द प्रोडक्टिविटी एंड हाउ मच द कंप्यूटर कैन परफॉर्म ऑन दैट बेसिस. इट एनहांसेस द बिट्स, देन एनहांसेस टू बाइट्स, टू मेगा बाइट, गीगाबाइट एंड एटसेट्रा. ठीक है, देयर इज अ वेरी there are a lot of other terms that are there. ठीक है. अब in case of quantum computers, when we are talking about, now we are using the term quantum computers, means we would learn about the quantum mechanism and from that information we are going to build the computers. So for that also basic unit is required. So that basic unit is qubits. Qubits आप कहाँ से आपकी आई है, Q for quantum and bits is your bits. So quantum bits in short form it is qubits, right? So in simple computer where we use the term bits, bytes, mega, gigabytes, here we are going to use the term qubits. ठीक है, I hope you understand. So currently, because we are going to start from the very basic, so from initially we will target that in 3 years we can build 20 to 50 qubits computer in 3 years. ठीक है. Then our target will be to have 50 to 100 physical qubits in 5 years. ठीक है, मतलब कि इतना range का in 5 years we will be able to develop the computers, and in 8 years what will be the qubits range, that will be your 50 to 1000 physical qubits. कहने का क्या मतलब है, that with the commencement of the years we will add more and more qubits, we will develop the computers with more productivity and everything, and therefore whenever a computer can perform more functions, it means it has more bits in it, मतलब कि वो ज़्यादा handle कर सकता है. ठीक है, then only it is able to perform multiple tasks. ठीक है. So if you see in these 8 years progressively we are going to build such quantum computers which will have around 50 to 1000 physical qubits. That is the aim under the particular scheme. ठीक है, or the mission. ठीक है. Apart from that, as we said, that it can be utilized for secured communication also. Secured means there will be no data breach. So for example, I want to communicate, for example, for any defense matter or maybe any international relation, I want to contact with some other country, right? But I want to do that in a very secure or secretive manner, right? So there is no leaks in between, right? So for that also quantum communication can be utilized. So under the scheme, currently the target, so for the 8 years we are understanding the target. First we understood for making such quantum computers. The second we are understanding the target under the mission is to have satellite based secure quantum communication. ठीक है. And what is the range that has been decided currently? It is 2000 kilometer. ठीक है, within India also and with other countries also. ठीक है, within India the range has been kept currently for 8 years, like within 8 years we will be able to establish this communication system of 2000 kilometer. ठीक है, intercity भी हो सकता है आपका, ठीक है, interstate भी हो सकता है, whatever, but within range India कितनी range होगी, 2000 kilometer की range रखी गई है. But aspiration is also to have this long distance secure quantum communication with other nearby countries as well. Definitely we cannot at once we can just directly contact to maybe US or Mexico, right? Here we are talking about initially at smaller range, but yes, to the other countries, maybe for initial stages we can say Singapore, which is nearby us, Sri Lanka we can say, and I don't think we are going to do that with China, but yes, apart from that, whatever be the other countries that we have, Malaysia and everything, from there, just giving you an example how we can do so, right? But then we can increase that range as well. ठीक है. And finally एक network भी setup होना चाहिए, right? The satellites are based on, there is a receiver, there is a sender and there is a receiver also, right? So definitely we have to establish that network within the country, and also if we are willing to take this project outside the country, like if we want to have that communication outside the country, so there has to be first a network that has to be set up, right? Because in a satellite there is a sender that sends the rays, and then there is a receiver that accepts it, right? So that is why there is a network that has to be set up. Apart from that, there are some key features, other key features also. For example, there are 6 ministries and departments that are involved in the mission. You need not to mug up it. It's very simple. If you just read it, you would understand. Okay. Here one is missing. I'll add when I'll provide you the PDF. Now I'll add that one. ठीक है. यहाँ पे जैसे Department of Space है, Atomic Energy, Department of Atomic Energy, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. I hope you're getting it. That whatever communication that we're talking about and computers, we're talking about computers and everything. Definitely there has to be Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology involved. There has to be Department of Telecommunication involved. And we know that Department of Science and Technology definitely it's the implementing agency, so it has to be there. Okay. Apart from that, there will be under the scheme focus on magnetometers as well. What are magnetometers? These are those instruments which measure. Meter means you're measuring something. What? Magnetic field. So here we are saying magnetic field. If you do not know magnetic field, simply you know magnets that exist. Okay. Why is it so? Because it's been said, it's been assumed that Earth is like a big magnet, and wait a second. Okay, so it's been assumed that Earth is like a big magnet which have North Pole and South Pole, okay, and the rays are going in these rays, they just move towards North and South Pole. Simple, just अभी simply understand करो. This is not a science class, ठीक है. अब क्या होता है, when you study about these, you become more precise with timing, with proper making proper clocks, with proper communication and navigation. If you precisely can measure the magnetic field, you can have more, you can have accurate timing, communication and navigations also, right? So the under the particular scheme, the aim, or under the particular mission, the aim is also to focus on such magnetometers which have high sensitivity, means which can have precise information which can be further utilized for having exact or precise or accurate timings in communication purpose or even in the navigation. जैसे usually क्या होता है, navigation थोड़ा plus minus जा सकता है आपका, right? It can go a little bit plus minus because we are talking about getting the information from satellites, right? So they can give you a very generic idea instead of having specific idea, right? So if you have more and more learnings under quantum mechanism and you can develop such magnetometers, you can have more precise timings. ठीक है. Apart from that, the information that will be gained with the quantum mechanism, ठीक है, और learning होगी, that can help us to have better superconductors, ठीक है, semiconductor structure. अब इन सब का देखो अलग अलग function है. For example, superconductors are such material which can efficiently generate electricity, ठीक है, and there the waste is very less and everything. ठीक है. आपके semiconductors का भी same thing है कि thermal energy waste कम हो. Thermal means heat, आपकी heat कम waste हो, ठीक है. There is lesser heat that is wasted and everything. ठीक है. Simply understand, ठीक है. बहुत बेसिक बोलूँ तो इन इफ यू लर्न अबाउट क्वांटम मैकेनिज्म, अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स कैन बिकम मोर एफिशिएंट सिंपली. ठीक है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, अंडर द स्कीम व्हाट विल बी डन, सिंगल फोटोन सोर्सेज डिटेक्टर्स विल बी डेवलप्ड. ठीक है. अब ये सिंगल फोटोन सोर्स क्या हुआ, वी हैव अंडरस्टूड दैट अंडर इनसाइड एन एटम देयर आर 3 parts, right? Subatomic we have understood that atom is made up of electron, photon and neutron, right? Proton and neutron. ठीक है. अब सिंगल फोटोन सोर्सेस क्या होते हैं, ये आपके ऐसे लाइट सोर्सेस होते हैं जो सिर्फ फोटोन जनरेट करते हैं. अब फोटोन इज पैकेट ऑफ एनर्जी. अब ये वही है, अगेन डोंट गो इन साइंस, सिंपली अंडरस्टैंड कि ऐसी लाइट एनर्जी जो एक सिंगल फोटोन रिलीज कर रही है, एंड दिस फोटोन कैन बी यूटिलाइज्ड फॉर मेकिंग योर क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशंस. इट विल हेल्प इन योर सेंसिंग. सेंसिंग मीन्स अगेन टू हैव दैट एक्यूरेसी इन अ सर्टेन रीजन, एंड दैट विल हेल्प यू इन द मेट्रोलॉजिकल एप्लीकेशन. व्हाट इज मेट्रोलॉजिकल? मेट्रोलॉजी इट डील्स विद विद द वेदर लर्निंग फिनोमिना. ठीक है. आपको प्रेडिक्शन होता है ना, वेदर प्रेडिक्शन होता है कि दैट टुमारो इट विल बी रेनिंग हियर एंड देयर. ठीक है. अभी currently if you look at the forecast is such that there are chances, there are this much % chances that maybe rain may occur or maybe this particular event might occur in that region. ठीक है. And sometimes it happens even though there are chances, but actually it does not happen, right? But if you will have accuracy within the system, if you will have accuracy because of the quantum mechanism that you have studied, even the weather forecasting will be very accurate and precise. ठीक है. Accurate, precise, again there's a difference, but सिंपली जैसे समझ लो उसको कि मोर एंड मोर एक्यूरेट होते जाएंगी आपकी चीज़ें, ठीक है। इसके बाद क्या है, फॉर दिस अभी करेंटली 4 थीमेटिक हब्स हैव बीन सेटअप दैट विल स्टडी अबाउट इट। नेशनल जो भी हमने पढ़ा कि कम्युनिकेशन के लिए, मेट्योरोलॉजिकली के लिए, क्वांटम सेंसिंग के लिए, करेंटली देयर आर 4 थीमेटिक हब्स दैट हैव बीन सेटअप एंड दिस इज गोइंग टू हेल्प वेरियस सेक्टर। फॉर एग्जांपल आपको कम्युनिकेशन सेक्टर में, हेल्थ सेक्टर में, फाइनेंस सेक्टर में, एनर्जी सेक्शन में आपका ये हेल्प करेगा, ठीक है। एंड एट द एंड इट इज गोइंग टू बूस्ट सम national priorities as well. For example, digital India. Why? Because see, here we are talking about security, right? We are talking about having more and more security at the this online level, right? So digital India को boost करेगा, ठीक है। Make in India, because we are in India, we are focusing on developing this mechanism, by having more and more research and development under the mechanism. तो skill India, stand up India means a lot of new avenues will come up for the new entrepreneurs who want to enter into the system, and with more and more research and development, more and more job opportunities will be created, because whatever be the learnings that will be done from that research and development or the understanding, that is going to help with more and more ideas of the startups that can be formed, right? So definitely it is going to help, and definitely sustainable development goals. Why? Because it's a sustainable way of energy generation, and there are no as such for now the pollutants that are byproducts that are created have been observed under it, ठीक है। So that was all under the scheme. I hope there is no confusion, ठीक है। And if you have any query you can ask me afterwards. Well, this is a homework for you all, and these are the toppers of the last session. देखो, C was the right answer. I cross checked, I'll just briefly checked the video. I do not know if I skipped unintentionally, I skipped implementing strategy or not, but if for once I did, I have again added the snippet. देखो, this implementing agency of the उन्नति scheme that we covered, ठीक है। तो लास्ट हमने उन्नति स्कीम की थी। इन दैट देर इज 3 level committee that is there. One is the steering committee at the national level, and that is headed by the secretary of your DPIIT. At the state level it is headed by state chief secretary, and at the ground level, ठीक है, at the ground level, at the tertiary level, it is headed by the senior secretary of the state industries. In the question I have said that the steering committee is headed by secretary of state industries, and hence that was the wrong answer. So Shifali, Gagan and Tamanna, welcome, and Rahul said the right answer. Then Charan also said the right answer. Rushi said the right answer. Nitya said the right answer. Welcome Rushi and Nitya. And Riya, welcome, and Riya said the right answer. Okay, I hope there is no confusion. I've added just in case I skipped that in the previous one. So that is all in this video. If you have any doubt, any query, please ask me. I'll answer that after confirming if I also have any doubt. And if you want me to cover any scheme, please mention, just like this one. I'll make a session on it. And thank you everybody for watching the session. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such videos, and you can join our Telegram channel to get the PDF of this and every lecture that we provide here on YouTube. And I wish you all the very best for your future and for your exam. Thank you everybody.